So, you've been thinking about moving to Colorado, but you just got some doubts. It's like an itch you can't scratch. You just gotta know what it's like to live here. Well, today we're gonna be answering our top 5 most frequently asked questions from our clients. So, the number one thing that people ask when they're moving here is like, what big box stores do you guys have? Or is it just like a tiny little mountain town with no, Walmart?
Yeah, like what do you guys have available, right? Is like kind of a question that we get a lot. And so we do have things, obviously, like Walmart.
We got things.
We have Costco here. We have Trader Joe's here. We have
Whole Foods.
Sprouts.
They're building a new Sprouts. So we got I think we might have 3 Sprouts.
Maybe.
That would be 3 Sprouts.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, one of my favorite new stores, or relatively new stores that has kind of hit the streets in Colorado Springs is Scheels. I love Scheels.
Awesome.
Yeah, that is like a wonderland of shopping. It literally has like everything that you can think of.
They even have a candy store in there.
It's ridiculous. A candy store, a cafe, a full-size Ferris wheel. It is ridiculous.
Yep.
There's so much stuff here. All the restaurants. If you're into chain food, I mean, I like Chipotle as much as anyone else out there. So pretty grateful we have Chipotle. We have everything that you can think of.
Yeah.
And
everything you've got in like the 5 big, designated market areas, we've pretty much got here.
All the grocery stores you can think of, all that stuff. Like the amenities here are not in short. We've got plenty.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, what's the next thing our clients like to ask?
And the next thing, what is the weather really like? That's one that we get a lot here.
Right now it's really rainy.
It is really rainy.
Which has been awesome. And
Yeah.
you were just telling us earlier, when's the last time you think it rained this much in Colorado Springs?
The last time I saw it rain this much was 2015. We had rain every single day in May for most days in June, and right now we're probably on pace, at least in terms of volume of rainfall, to maybe even beat that year. And that was just kind of crazy. I'd never seen that much rain here at that point in time either, and now it feels again like I've never seen that much rain. I think I heard someone say up in Denver in 2 days so far this year they received more than their average annual rainfall.
Really?
Now that's not typical in Colorado. Colorado is actually super mild and super balmy when it comes to weather, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I've lived in a lot of places all over the country. I've lived in North Dakota. Crazy cold. Why not? Why not? It's the middle of nowhere in North Dakota. All I remember from being a kid there is like snow this tall and wearing a snowsuit most of the year. And when there wasn't snow on the ground, there was like tornadoes and flooding and crazy stuff.
Yeah.
I've lived in California. Absolutely loved the weather there growing up. It was like mid 70s all the time, it felt like, on Central Coast in California. I've lived in Mississippi. Stupid hot and stupid humid.
Mosquitoes.
Yeah, North Carolina. Again, same thing, super hot, super humid. Kind of lived all over the place. And in terms of weather, honestly, this is probably the favorite place that I've ever lived.
Yeah, for sure. We really do get, I know everybody says this, but we really do get all 4 seasons here. I mean, summer is amazing.
Sometimes you do get all 4 seasons in a day.
Yes, that is true.
Want to caveat that.
What do they say? If you don't like the weather here, just wait 20 minutes?
Yeah.
It does change very sporadically. Like, it was absolutely torrential downpour, hailing an hour ago, and now the sun's out.
Yeah.
So, but most of the time here, people say that on average we get 300 days of sunlight every year. The summers are warm, yes, but it's not like 100-degree temperatures.
No.
It's extremely dry here, which some people like, some people don't.
Yeah.
Winters are actually pretty mild in Colorado Springs. We'll get some snow, but 2 days later, it might be like 50 degrees and the snow melts away.
What's the third question?
The cost of living in Colorado. Now, we talked about this in another video. It was a con.
Yeah.
It is a little expensive here.
It is a little bit expensive here.
Yeah.
Generally speaking, 5 to 10% above the national average, kind of depending on, where you're looking, what you're looking at, and housing cost. Oh, hello.
Hey, buddy.
Hello, buddy. Buddy's going to be joining us for a bit. Housing cost is kind of the biggest contributor to that, I would say.
Yeah.
Our average, or really rather like median price point on a home right now in Colorado Springs here in June of 2023, sitting right around $460 is what we're looking at for, you know, the median price of a sold home here. Average price of a sold home is going to be sitting somewhere in that $540, $550 sort of range. It's nothing like San Francisco or anything like that, where cost of living is 91% above the national average. Just mind-blowing. Yeah. It's nothing like that, but it is a little bit more expensive to live here. So.
Yeah, for sure. Another thing that I notice more is gas.
Yeah.
The further north you go, actually, like even in town, I've gotten gas on, like around downtown, and it was like 80 cents more expensive in the Northgate area, which is pretty wild to think about.
Yeah.
But gas is definitely noticeable.
It is.
Registering your car here is kind of expensive.
Yeah.
It's a little expensive.
It is kind of expensive.
I will say,
what was it this year for you to register a 3-year-old car?
$500.
Yeah. Not super cheap.
Nope.
Also, property taxes have gone up in the last year kind of significantly again because of housing costs. And so those things all add up to the cost of living. But again, 5 to 10% above the national average. We're not talking about New York or LA or anything like that, but we're certainly not talking about, you know, other states where you can, you know, live pretty comfortably at or even below the national average. So yeah,
for sure.
Question number 4. What is there in town?
What isn't there in town?
Great question. Yeah, answer a question.
I'm going to answer a question with the question. There are some fantastic restaurants in town. We have another video where we talk more about the restaurants in detail, but there are some really good restaurants and it's growing. It's not like Denver or anything, but there's Brother Luck is a famous chef here. He's got multiple establishments throughout Colorado Springs. Yeah. There's some fantastic breweries in town. We've got music venues. We're building a brand new, like $40 million music venue, 8,000 seats. It's going to be incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all of the good things about living in a bigger city, just in kind of a smaller environment, really. I mean, there's way more to do here than there was when I lived in Dallas, which, I mean, you know, there's pretty much everything under the sun there, but you've got the outdoor stuff here too, which is also right in the middle of town. You don't have to go to the mountains to go hiking or anything like that.
No, and everything here is super, super accessible. Again, it's not a huge town. We've got about 700 and some odd thousand people in the metro area, a little over 400,000 in the city itself. Not a huge town, but absolutely definitely not a small town. There's plenty of stuff to do here. I don't ever really find myself bored on a weekend. You know, the nightlife, if you're into that sort of thing, it's not like it is again in New York or LA or something like that. You know, the range and the amount of stuff that you have to do, it's going to be limited a little bit by the city size, but there's still plenty of stuff to do. All the shopping, dining, entertainment that you can think of, all the outdoor activities that you can think of, they're all present right here in the city. And I feel like it's way, way more accessible because you can be in the mountains in 45 minutes. You can be at like some fantastic shopping and dining opportunities in 20 minutes or less. You know, we have all of that here. And then if it's not enough for you, Denver's an hour and 15 minutes up the road. Really not a bad drive at all. So, yeah.
All right. So, the piece de resistance. Do you like living here?
I love living here. I've lived here 18 years now. You guys have heard me talk about that before in other videos, but I absolutely love living here. I've had the opportunity to move away. I went to the Western Slope for college out in Grand Junction, moved back here, absolutely like putting down the roots here, staying here for a long time for the foreseeable future, you know?
Forever?
Maybe forever.
Forever, ever?
Okay, outcast. Maybe. Yeah, I absolutely love it here. Like, I don't know, it's just, the Springs has the perfect mix of everything for me.
Yeah.
Like, it really does, and so I love living here. What about you, though? You're probably the newest transplant, if you will, on the team. Transplant.
Kyle's been here for shorter than I have. We're not going to get into the specifics.
Okay.
I'm new. I've been here for 3 years.
Yeah,
I'm new here.
you are.
I just transferred. I love living here. It's absolutely fantastic. Moving to Colorado has been a dream of mine for a very long time. And, you know, graduated college and started to got a job in Dallas for a while, and that dream kind of faded away. Was able to make it happen. And I mean, there's no going back. I absolutely love living here. There's so much to do. The entire state is basically a playground.
Yeah.
That's really the best way to put it. You know, you've got all the cool like city stuff, but I mean, really, like the gem is in the mountains. And in Colorado Springs, it's just like right down the road here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't see myself leaving anytime soon. It's definitely worth paying just a little bit more for your cost of living. But yeah, no going back. No going back.
Absolutely. Listen, that's the kind of the top 5 most frequently asked questions that we get from our clients, friends, family that are moving here, considering moving here. Mm-hmm. If you are considering making that move here, we are licensed realtors here in the state of Colorado, and so we'd love to help you with any consideration that you have with that move. So whatever kind of questions you have, drop them down in the comments section. We'd love to get back to you, love to help answer those questions. Also check out our website. We've got a relocation packet that answers a lot of questions. We'd love to just be a great resource for you. So hit us up and we'll see you next time.